Welcome from Fidel to all the press conference of Fidel Softech and IM Corporation. Good evening. On behalf of Fidel, I welcome all and declare that we'll start the press conference now. To begin with, I would like to have introductions from Sunil Kulkarni, the CEO and Chairman of Fidel Softech Limited. And then we will have Kikuchi-san, the President of IM Corporation. And we also have some other dignitaries who will also share their thoughts today evening. So I request Sunil to share the rest. Thank you.
So, good evening and welcome all to our press release. This is our first press release in our entire journey of Fidel. So, we all are nervous, of course, but thank you for giving your evening here. We have some advisors, well-wishers, as well as the press community today. The occasion is of Fidel Softech acquiring IM Corporation Japan. But before that, I'd like to give a brief about what Fidel is, what we do, as well as why we did come together. So hopefully you get an idea about our journey as well as what we do. Yeah, please. So, we are NSE SME listed firm. By the name Fidel Softech Limited. आम्ही पुण्यातलेच आहोत. We started our journey in 2004 and went public in 2022. मी स्वतः जपानमध्ये 1997 पासून originally from Pune, but I went to Japan in 97 and worked in different IT services firms as an engineer. And in 2001, we started in Japan. And 2004, we started Fidel in India. It took us almost 20 plus years to go public on the NSE SME exchange. We specialize in IT services delivery with the last mile delivery in local languages. We work in enterprise solutions, these days in AI-enabled services, data analytics and engineering services. But our specialization is, of course, that last mile delivery in local languages. We have offices in Japan, US, and India. Please, next. Overall, our business revolves around three keywords. One is technology, languages, and around people consulting. So, as you know, Japan needs bilingual. So, if you want to work in Japan, it helps to know Japanese language and any technical skill sets. In technology, of course, we work on diverse different technologies, right from managed services, these days in AI-enabled services. In language localization, of course, most of the software products that get implemented in Japan have to be localized in Japanese language. So we work in many of these areas. Please, next. Globally, now we have a presence of around in three countries, Japan, US, India. And together with this IM Corporation acquisition, we are now a global 500 people company. IM Corporation has around 150 people. Together with 50 people of Fidel, now we have a team of around 200 plus members. That becomes a very formidable presence. Strengthening our delivery capabilities for Japan. Please. In Japanese, there is a saying, "Subhe teva deyai kara." सगळं एका भेटीतनं सुरू होतं. Unless you meet people, nothing starts. In 2005, I had a chance meeting with Kikuchi-san, who is the founder CEO of IM Corporation. We just met in a coffee shop. I got introduced to him as a first-time entrepreneur in Japan. I had just started my journey in entrepreneurship. And getting business in Japan is very difficult, as you know, language, and you don't know whom to connect, and so on. And Kikuchi-san, because of his global exposure, he was kind enough to give me some projects initially, and that started our friendship. Last 20 years, he has visited India. He has given us a lot of projects. Many times we have discussed different, from personal things to, of course, professional projects related work. This January 2026, last year he was 79 years, and this year he turns 80. And he was also thinking as to how to make that transition for his company as well. And January 26, it's a Republic Day of India, 26, I completed 29 years in Japan. So it was a very kind of a moment for me. And we met on January 16th. And after New Year's, I had been to Japan. And we started discussing, and after 2 hours of discussion, we just came together to decide that why not come together. Fast forward 10 days, and IM got merged with Fidel. We signed on January 26, marking it that historical day for us. And together now we are a 200 people company in Japan. Next. As you know, Japan is a big market for technology. After US, Japan is one of the biggest technology markets. The enterprise IT services market is to the tune of almost $150 to $200 billion. And when I say enterprise IT services, this is legacy application or infrastructure management, IT consulting, all this. In this, IT and digital enterprise services is around roughly 100 billion. And consulting and transformation services, especially AI, this is today 25 billion. This all is growing at a 6 to 8% CAGR. For a foreigner companies like us, it is very difficult to penetrate. You see, there is an opportunity out there, but getting into clients, getting new clients is always difficult. There is one language barrier as well as connect. I am, together with this 150 people team, has at a given point of time 40 plus active customers. These are all tier 1, tier 2 system integrators or end clients. Getting into any of these companies is, it's not impossible, but it's like a very time-consuming affair. It took 20 years to reach here. It might take 20, 30 years more for us to reach any close by. IM is a $8 million, which is 1.2 billion yen company. In Indian context, it would be around 70, 75 crore company. Together, not just that top line, but access to all these customers and their staff. As you know, hiring in Japan is also extremely difficult. Why would a Japanese person want to get hired by a foreigner company if they have access to companies like Japanese companies? So getting access to their experienced team as well as this clients is huge for us. Next. Last 5 years, last almost 4 years, we have almost grown 4 to 5x. And as we embark on our new journey from 26 to 2030, 31, we are kind of, within our company itself, we are coined a slogan naming 5x in 5 years. So that as we embark on this new journey, where we want to go from 100 to 500 crores, coming together of IM and Fidel is huge. That strengthens our position in Japan. Having 200 people in Japan is really, really huge. When you see from an Indian perspective, this also helps us not just target the Japan market, but there are many Japanese companies who are trying to set up GCCs in India. With their help, now we get access to these companies as well as the 2,000 plus Japanese companies who are in India today. We would be able to better cater to their any requirements. Lastly, when most of the companies were focusing on the US and other geographies, we were young and naive to start focusing on a very difficult geography, Japan, 20 years back. So big companies come, they acquire, and that's a normal routine. But at a SME level, when IIM and Fidel comes together, I think this is a unique SME success story, which really shows that both cultural, there is a fitment and trust that we have built over 20 years. I really thank Kikuchi-san and his team for trusting Fidel. I'm also thankful to our team who have worked with their team for 20 plus years. Again, I welcome you today. Thanks a lot, and I request now Kikuchi-san to say a few words.
Okay.
He speaks English, so
Thank you, Sunil-san. Thank you. So everybody, I'm so pleased to be here with you, all of you. Then I'm Renya Kikuchi, as he told. Renya Christopher Kikuchi. Then I started the computer 1965. So long years before. Then the computer developed in 1945 at the Penn State University. Then after 20 years, I started to use that. At that time, big, huge machine. But now just you can see that this one. Then also I worked with a computer. For the company name at that time, Univac, Remington Univac, or so. Long years before. At that time, and also 10 years before, 20 years before, just human managed computer. But now, computer managed us. Very opposite. Yeah? Then like this history there, then past time, IT, just number one in the US, right? Second, we proud Japan, second Japan. Third, then. Now, Japan just going down. Just maybe 9th or 10th or so. Then these kind of situation there, because Japanese is not familiar with the globalization. Yeah? Now why just going down? And also the economic, US, Japan, then. But now US, China, Germany, India, Japan, like the Indian coming up, great. That was just I'm very believe Indian IT technology and thought is very nice. But just 20 years before, I met with Sunil-san at a very small coffee shop. Then we took a coffee. After 20 years, yesterday or today, I could take alcohol, very growing up. Yeah, like this. Then relationship with Fidel. First time, just, Indian person for me, first time, even though I was working in US 5 years or so. But Indian people, it's really difficult to understand about. Huh? But he started to speak Japanese well. Then later, just we made a lot of connection. And very frankly, then drink a lot. He loves wine. Like, then just like this situation, why I come to India for IT area? IT priority skill is US, India, right? And also economy fourth. And our relationship, 20 years, and from coffee to alcohol, yeah, growing. Then just I understand what he is thinking. Yeah, I can see his eye. Then just, oh, I understand. Yeah, likes my wife. Yeah. But it's a joke, yes. But like this, I trust him during 20 years, and also IT itself, and also he's thinking about AI. Yeah, but then just AI, one thing just I want to ask to everybody, how many IT you used today? How many AI system you use? You cannot count up. After 10 years, 20 years, you face a lot of difficulty with AI. Then also now already AI manages to human. But my thinking, Fidel, our group can manage AI like this. Then we want lead everything in the world. Do you agree? Yes. Like this, just I'm come, why India? Why Sunil Fidel? Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you, Sunil. Thank you, Kikuchi-san. It's really a pleasure to hear to you. And we have been working with Kikuchi-san for 20 plus years, Fidel and team, and it has been really a great journey together. So I now request some of the dignitaries to share their thoughts on this evening. So I first request Anil Patwardhan sir. Anil Patwardhan sir is our advisor for Fidel Softech. He carries about 40 plus years of industry experience in the finance domain, and we have been very closely working. He's like a friend, philosopher and guide for Fidel. So I request Anil Patwardhan sir.
Thank you, Vinit. Good evening, Tikuji-san. Good evening, Sunil-san. Good evening, all of you. I see the press conference of FidelSoft for the first time in Pune. Very happy to associate myself with this event as well as with FidelSoft team. As an part of this journey, advisory to the board, I have seen Sunil-san taking up many initiatives simultaneously and reaching this important milestone today. Over the last, we got listed in June 22. And since then, you will find that almost 16 quarters, we have been reporting the growth of revenues, growth in profitability, growth in free cash flow generated by the company, and focusing now the organic as well as inorganic growth. At the scale and the size, the kind of deals which Sunil-san has initiated for FidelSoft is amazing. It's not very easy for the first generation entrepreneurs when they start or embark their journey on this challenging path. And I have seen that we have taken the challenges have been converted into opportunities, and that is how the journey has been outlined, and he has been traveling very confidently on this path. So I congratulate the Fidelsoft team. I congratulate the management, Sunil San and Prachi ma'am sitting in the audience right now. So both of them have taken up this Fidelsoft journey very, very exciting, very, very, should I say, all the challenges being converted into opportunities, and therefore we see this journey getting more excited. And I extend my heartfelt, warm wishes and best wishes to Sunil San and the team here, and Tikuji San, you coming down to Pune today, and your 20 years relationship is amazing. That is how we have been able to sort of take this very positive step forward. And I extend all my best wishes to the team, and I will continue to contribute in whatever manner I can. Thank you very much.
Next, I would like to invite Dr. Shikarpurkar.
Shikarpur. I am on the advisory board of Fidel for last 2+ years. And congratulations, Kekoji San and Sunil Bhau. This is how San means in Marathi. Okay. So Fidel is poised for a big leap. I can see this writing on the wall. My personal experience in Japan was when I used to be part of Tata Group. We had a JV with Hitachi, Tata Hitachi, and I was selling SAP software globally, and Tata Hitachi was our customer. In that connection, I have traveled to Japan many times in 95 to 2000. My only complaint in Japan is hotel rooms are very small. So even though your hearts are big, but hotel rooms are very small. I had to virtually jump from my bedroom to bathroom. There was no distance in between. I don't know whether the situation has changed, because of late I have not been to Japan recently. Fidel is technologically at the right spot, if I see today, with artificial intelligence growing globally in multiple dimensions, and LangTech product will have a lot of future. I request Sunil San to create a framework for customized chatbots as an additional interface to LangTech, because AI is not only ChatGPT and Gemini. Those are entertainment-oriented tools. But when we talk about corporate world, corporates need specific chatbots for their specific requirement with specific data. I have seen this in Magna Corporation, and I am sure if Fidel creates such a framework, you will get many industries to use Fidel technologies all over. Now the next wave of AI is going to be AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, where human brain-like thinking these tools will be able to do. There is always a talk in IT industry. Anthropic has changed the game. You must have all seen that IT shares have nosedived in last 15 days because of Anthropic. But this is just a emotional fear. Digital transformation model will continue to grow. There is no replacement to that, because digitization is the name of the game. What may get affected is people who are only offering run-of-the-mill services at low cost. That model will not exist for a long. And maybe large IT companies are doing that. But Fidel is a niche company. It is nimble. And it is specializing on a certain area. I see Dr. Girish Desai also here. There is a big opportunity globally on creating learners with AI-ready knowledge and skills. This using AI and more digital technology can be done very fast. And I think today you visited few academic complexes. Creating AI-ready workforce can become a big practice for Fidel. A lot can be talked about it. I can only talk about one more hint. Most of you are aware of, and he mentioned about Fidel stock. It is listed on SME stock exchange, and it is available at a very stealing price of 135 today. And I am not an astrologer, but I asked AI, what will be Fidel price after 6 months? And 3 AI tools told me it will be 250 plus. So I'm sure all of you will buy Fidel stock tomorrow, and you will invest and get good returns out of your investment. All the best. Thank you very much.
Now I invite Dr. Sunil Deshmukh, please.
So, good evening. My name is Sunil Deshmukh, and Kikuchi-san, Sunil-san, Prachi-san, Deepak-san, and all of you, thank you very much for inviting me here. And what I have brought something written down because I have been speaking in Tokyo for many times in last 1 year, but I thought speaking with the Japanese people in India is something different, right? So I was a little bit worried also. And like Sunil-san said at the beginning, being nervous is good. And his nervousness we want, and that's the share price is telling us where the nervousness is going to go. The very famous Japanese quote, which says that, Sanin yoreba mononju chie, right? Which means if 3 people come together, they have the wisdom of Monju, which is our bodhisattva of wisdom, which is Buddhism came from India. So in this business context, we have come together, Fidel Soft and IAM Corporation. Congratulations for that. In my life, I first started working with a Japanese company, which I have not told you. I was working with a company called Crompton Greaves, my first job. And we had a joint venture and collaboration with a Kato Corporation. Kato, K-A-T-O. Kato was an engineering company in Japan, and I got exposed to Japanese culture first time. And we used to clean our shop floor in the factory at that point of time, and this I'm talking like 30 years back. We all know Kaizen, we all know Toyota Production System, we know Kanban, we know everything. But we also know Panasonic, we know Sony, nowadays we know Uniqlo. Nowadays we know Muji, we know Essex, and now we are going to know Fidel Soft in the same category of the brands which are in the, so top of mind recall of Japanese brand in India is next one on the queue is Fidel Soft. We all read the book Ikigai. How many of you read the book Ikigai? Ikigai is the Japanese way of living the life, long life, and there are multiple things in that. We all follow that. But there is a movie in India called Love in Tokyo. There was a famous movie, Kikuchi-san, called Love in Tokyo, released in 1966. And there is a second Love in Tokyo happening now in Pune in 2026, which is this love between Fidel Soft and IAM Corporation. So this is a long-term marriage now, and I'm sure it will happen that. Both the cultures, the Hinduism and the Shintoism, there are a lot of similarities, right? And we respect in Hinduism and of course in Shintoism, the nature god. You have Mount Fuji, we have Himalayas. So there are a lot of similarities between the two culture, harmony, discipline, continuity of the tradition. On economic landscape, India has got a very strong relations with Japan for a long time. But particularly during Abe-san's tenure, it went on to a very next level. Modi-san and Abe-san were good friends. Unfortunately, it didn't last for whatever reason. But India has got a bullet train coming from Japan now, from Mumbai to Ahmedabad. So there are multiple stories of India-Japan success. And I think this story of Fidel Soft, which is a small and medium-scale industry in Japan, and an MSME industry, we call MSME, micro and small. In there you call small and medium. So this marriage of MSME industries in India and Japan is definitely going to take us to the places. What we remember of a MSME or SME industry is definitely the access to the technology. And we are a technology company. Fidelsoft is a technology company. IIM Corporation is a technology company. Supply chain resilience and diversification, co-creation and joint venture. And let me tell you, Kikuchi-san, I used to live in Singapore, and we had a joint venture with TTC, Toyota Tsusho. And that was a long-term joint venture, and we had a very great relationship with TTC at that point of time. What is most important in today's world is the skill set. And the skills what you are going to bring from IIM Corporation and the skill set what Fidelsoft is going to bring in, it's definitely going to create a huge synergy in both the markets. What is very important is that Indo-Japan Comprehensive Partnership Agreement, which is signed by the Government of Japan and Government of India, is the best way to go to the future. So I'm looking forward for this great partnership, a tremendous potential across the two countries. We are already crossed the Japanese economy size, and we want to be number 3 in next 5 years, and we will be number 3. But you are contributing to our growth, and we are very happy for that. Last but not the least, I would like to say arigato gozaimasu. Thank you very much.
With this, we can take any questions if you have. Most of our Girish levels. Okay.
Sorry, we have one more dignitary with us. I would like to call upon Dr. Girish Desai, Executive Director of Pimpri Chinchwad University and also Independent Director of Fidel Softech. Dr. Girish Desai, sir.
Mostly everyone has given their presentation in English, so I will take a privilege to take in the Marathi. Because सगळं मराठीत एकदा या गोष्टीचं मी कारण दोन्ही जर्नी IIM कॉर्पोरेशन सर कुकुजी-सान मला जवळ 2013 पासून आय नो हिम अँड सुनील ॲज मेनी इयर्स वी नो ईच अदर आणि फिडेलची जर्नी जी आहे ही मी जवळून बघितलेली आहे आणि जसं फिडेल सुनील बिकॉज ऑफ ही इज हॅविंग अ जापनीज लँग्वेजवरची जी कमांड होती आणि ॲट द कॉलेज इयर्स ही यूज टू टीच स्टुडंट इन रानडे इन्स्टिट्यूट म्हणजे ज्यावेळेला आम्ही इंजिनिअरिंगच्या वेळेला ही यूज टू टीच आणि बेसिकली जापनीज लँग्वेज आणि त्या ह्याच्यावर 1998ला जपानमध्ये जाऊन तिथे कंपनी एस्टॅब्लिश करणं आणि त्या कंपनीचा नंतर NSEमध्ये नॅशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंजमध्ये लिस्टिंग होणं आणि तो 28 रुपीजचा जो लिस्टेड प्राईज होती तो जवळजवळ 11 टाइम्स हा NSEमध्ये ओव्हर सबस्क्राईब झालेला इश्यू होता. त्यानंतर 28 रुपीजचा जो शेअर आहे तो आता जवळजवळ 180 रुपयापर्यंत जाऊन आता शेअर मार्केटच्या याच्यात हे असल्यामुळे 135 दॅट इज मेनली फिडेल सॉफ्टेक आणि IIM कॉर्पोरेशन. IIM कॉर्पोरेशन ही जपानमधली सगळ्यात मोठी चांगली IT कंपनी आहे आणि जवळजवळ 180 एम्प्लॉई बेस असलेले जापनीज आणि जवळजवळ कस्टमर किती 4 बिझनेस करतायत. हे सर्व कस्टमर आणि हा एम्प्लॉयचा बेस रेडीमेड हा सेटअप हा फिडेलशी जॉईन झालेला आहे. तो यू कॅन इमॅजिन द इंटेन्सिटी ऑफ फ्युचर म्हणजे फ्युचरमध्ये वेगवेगळ्या क्षेत्रातल्या IT AI आणि ह्या क्षेत्रातल्या ज्या येणाऱ्या अपॉर्च्युनिटीज आहेत ह्या ट्रिमेंडस असणार आहेत आणि ह्या फिडेल आणि IIM कॉर्पोरेशन ह्या येणाऱ्या सगळ्या ज्या गोष्टी आहेत त्यामुळे बेसिकली फिडेल ही लिंग्विस्टिक लँग्वेज हे प्रायमरी आणि बाकीचे सगळे असले तरी पण येणाऱ्या काळात आपण सर्व जाणतो की मुंबई एअरपोर्टच्या अगोदर त्या सर्व आपला जो बेल्ट आहे तो पण ग्लोबल कॅपॅबिलिटी सेंटर इनोव्हेशन सेंटर या सर्वांमुळं AI आणि डेटा सेंटर क्वांटम टेक्नॉलॉजी ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नॉलॉजी अशा वेगवेगळ्या IT क्षेत्रामध्ये ट्रिमेंडस अपॉर्च्युनिटीज ह्या इंडियासाठी भारतासाठी आहेत आणि जपान हा बेसिकली त्या एरियात काम करतो. ह्या सर्व अपॉर्च्युनिटी जपान आणि ह्या ह्याच्यातल्या मोठ्या अपॉर्च्युनिटीज ह्या कंपनीला उपलब्ध होतील. आणि मी इथे परत एकदा दोन्ही आज जो हे झालेलं आहे ह्याची जी प्रेस कॉन्फरन्स घेतलेली आहे, मी सर्व ॲज ए इंडिपेंडंट डायरेक्टर आणि फिडेलच्या वतीने सर्व पत्रकार मित्रांना, सर्व टी व्हीच्या जे चॅनलचे उपस्थित आहेत त्यांना सर्वांना विनंती करतो की एक पुण्यातला माणूस जपानमध्ये जाऊन ही सर्व कंपनी करून जपानमधली एक कंपनी घेतोय हे अतिशय कौतुकास्पद गोष्ट आहे. दुसरी गोष्ट, नॉर्मली जापनीज लोकांना कंपनी देतात. हे मला वाटतं एक एक्झाम्पल असेल की जापनीज इंडियन एका ह्याला आपली कंपनी जी आहे ती ॲक्वायर केलेली आहे. दिट इज हे ह्यातलं अतिशय वेगळेपण आहे आणि इंडियन एका कंपनीवर विश्वास ठेवून हे कम्प्लीट ॲक्विजिशन झालेलं आहे, हे याच्यातलं वेगळेपण आहे. आणि मी याच्या भविष्याच्या याच्यासाठी शुभेच्छा देतो. 2 शब्द. थँक्यू.
गिरीश सर, तर आपण क्वेश्चन आन्सर्सकडे जाऊयात. तर ग्रुप फोटो आफ्टर. ओके, सो विल गो टू क्वेश्चन आन्सर सेशन.
Basically, thanks a lot. So the question was, what synergy do you see in this coming together? Most of IM's customers, basically, most of the IM team, these 150, 160 people are all native Japanese people. Currently, they are also seeing a short supply of engineers. They have customers, they have requirements, but they see a lack of skill sets. There is a demand, but there is not supply. Whereas Fidel has a base in Pune. Pune, as you know, is known for IT, plus there is a huge supply of Japanese literate engineers or people in Pune. So together we are seeing, trying to reach out these customers, whereby we can get this trained manpower from Pune or India with Japanese and technical skill sets, and see if we can create some opportunities with the Japanese clients out there. 2, they have Japanese clients who had tried initially some offshore long time back in China or in other countries, but now they see a tremendous opportunity in coming into India. But they need somebody to handhold, like when they are setting up small GCCs, not necessarily huge, but something specific. There again, through IM, because of their long-term relationships, we should be able to get them or support them in India. So I see a lot of such opportunities out there.
Yes, as he explained you, just our synergy, we have over 30 years experience. And also that was just, we know a huge customer, very huge company. Then also just we are searching very top unique technology, related with AI and next also. Just India, Fidel, the very nice technology, new one. Then technology and the customer, and also our relationship. This way and this way. Thank you.
One just small point. Basically, so we are working in Japan for last 20 plus years, but when we work with, say, specific domain industries, say capital markets, manufacturing, supply chain, though we bring technology, knowing the Japanese processes, I think those domain experts IM has, which is very much required to get into consulting or transformation projects. So I think, and we bring the technology, they bring the domain expertise. That again, there is an area of synergy. Thanks.
Additionally, just I want to tell you more synergy. Just Toyota Kaizen. why Toyota so high quality. When I visited first time visit to US, it was 1964. Yeah, at the time on the highway, Buick or US motor, Ford or some. Then Datsun, Kanda that means Honda. Just these cars already there on the highway, but moving and stop out of the road, then repair and so on. Then after that, you understand just the Toyota made a very high quality system also to manage. For IT project, just same. Japan project management way is totally different. Yeah, like Kaizen. For instance, 3-year project there, usually first day, oh yes, we are happy to work future like. But Japan, no. Just the first day, just you should do first day this. Then every day, same quality. That's why just the Japan quality is very concrete. Usually just for the student or to take an examination, the first day, second day, the last day, like that. This kind of thing just not happen in Japan. This kind of way just work with Fidel-san.
Thank you.
Sir, my 2 questions are there. First is, what are Fidel's plan for AI offering in Japanese market? And the second one is, what is new investment can we expect from Fidel in Japan over the coming years?
So basically, Japan also is looking, meaning in India or other countries, we fear there is a bit confusion around AI that it will lead to job loss and so on. But in Japan, because anyway the population is very less, they see AI and automation as more of a welcome step, because it will help them to, with the same population, they can expect more efficiency or more leveraging these technologies. So I think they are looking at it more positively in that sense. Secondly, Japan has a lot of legacy applications which overnight cannot change. Meaning there are banks working on mainframes, there are hospitals, there are public government systems, everything is working on. So all these changes will be incremental, not you cannot change overnight many of these things. So these are good ways to take AI-enabled services. Instead of complete replacement, you are doing some changes in this. Wherever you can replace, you replace, but wherever you can continue with existing systems, you continue. So the change will be gradual, is what we see. Lastly, together with their and our team, I think Japan is also looking at nearshore services. Now we can set up small setups or for managed services within Japan. Today we did a small tie-up with PCU, where we plan to set up a small incubation center for high-tech services or high-tech solutions, product development around AI, around robotics. IM already has a neural AI framework, which they have deployed a few of their clients. We can extend that. We can develop some of. So we see in coming, so this is just a start. In the next 5 years, as we see, we plan to grow as well as invest in this relationship. Yeah.
Sir,
My question is, what gaps in the Japanese IT service market does this acquisition aim to address? I will repeat the question. What gaps in the Japanese IT service market does this acquisition aim to address? With your acquisition, how it is going to help the Japanese IT market?
So basically, I think many of these Japanese customers are also struggling to find new talent. Today, so their customers is mostly billion-dollar firms, tier 1, tier 2 system integrators who are working on banking systems, Japan railway systems, and these are huge projects, 10+ year projects, big teams, 100+ member teams. And then as team members slowly retire, they want to get new talent. And finding new talent is costly and really difficult in Japan. So with this coming together, we see a lot of younger people in Pune or in India learning Japanese language. With their help, we also plan to train them in terms of domain expertise as well as certain key technologies. If we can form these small teams, we'll be able to take them or bring some of that work to offshore. Most of their current customers, none has any offshore presence, and that's a great opportunity for us also to win their trust or confidence to get something started at offshore, as well as take some of these team members to Japan. So I think there's a lot of such opportunities. Yeah.
Challenge for Fidelsoft could be the difference in the work culture between India and Japan. So how do you intend to navigate through this particular aspect?
Yeah, so, and that's a good question. True, I've stayed there for 29 years, and every now and then Kikuchi-san scolds me that your Japanese message should have been such, or you should have answered more faster, or acknowledged at least, and so on. So when you, I think Fidel is better positioned because last 25 years we are already working in Japan. I myself am there. Most of our team members have traveled to Japan or working with Japanese customers. So we are in a better position to understand what they are wanting to say or what they want and so on. At the same time, with their support, as he was mentioning, Japan requires a certain quality, which they are used to. So like today we have Sato-san from the delivery side visiting us, as well as Nagata-san from the sales side visiting us. So they also had a brief meeting and discussions with Fidel teams, and we are trying to set up programs where some of their team members eventually would travel for a few weeks here, work with our team members, see what we are delivering, if there are areas to improvise. And so I think going forward, it would be a learning experience for us as well, and rather how we can go one step or few steps, notches upwards in terms of quality. But that said, last 20 years we have been working with Japan. We understand language and related issues. Yeah.
So, as you know, language barrier is big road of work. Past time, it's the past. Now, just language, no matter. Just management way or thinking about future, just if the same thing, if just the mind saying, just we can do over there. Because just AI there, no language barrier. No problem. But the technology and the cost is a big problem. Then Japan side costs so high rather than project side. India people young because of average age 28. Yeah, India. Our Japan is 48. Difference 20 years. That way, just in Japan, just a project going on with 48 people working. So high cost. But now, just 28 cost, then profit coming up.
Thank you. Yeah.
I don't know whether this is a repetition, but I just wanted to ask you that the Japanese culture is very impeccable. And he mentioned about sustained quality, on all the days. And we know the Foxconn had a big problem with the Indian workforce, though now they have settled down. So since you plan to take youngsters from India and, train them for your work, so besides all the technology or the knowledge and information expertise that they have, how are you going to inculcate that culture? Or do you think that the Indian youth already has that? And my second question is that if you could, in layman's language, tell us when you say your AI-enabled services, if you can just give 2-3 examples of what they are. And the third and the last is that you said this is the first Indo-Japanese collaboration. So maybe I got it wrong. So I just wanted a little explanation on that.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Basically, I think in India, I think in our own grooming as well, from childhood, we are taught certain values that resemble or reciprocate with the Japanese culture as well. म्हणजे आपल्याकडे सिनियर्सना रिस्पेक्ट देणे किंवा वेळेवर जा असं तर ते होत नाही जास्ती बिकॉज ऑफ द सिस्टम्स अँड सो ऑन. पण आपल्याकडे वेळेला जा आणि किंवा चांगलं काहीतरी सांगा. वी आर ऑल ट्रेन्ड फ्रॉम चाइल्डहुड. ओनली थिंग इज द मोमेंट यू लँड इन जपान, automatically those get highlighted because trains run on time, people come on time and everything. So in Japan also, when we are working with a lot of different cultures, like there are people coming from Vietnam, Philippines, Indians, there is less problems from Japanese customers towards Indians, because typically we tend to adhere what they are saying, we respect the local values and so on. That said, we are always creative. We want to do something different, which is not much required in manufacturing. Manufacturing मध्ये काय सांगितलंय ते तसंच करा. But when it comes to knowledge economy or IT, the more if you can add some creativity, it helps in finding new solutions or cracking a problem and so on. So many times Japanese also like working with us in certain areas. Of course, they expect you to follow certain guidelines in terms of coding, and tikde mag thoda there's always some friction. They'll train us, tell us and so on. So it's a learning exposure. But we have seen Indian youth or Indian engineers, last 20 years we have taken a lot of them. Most of them are now settled there. They are working with some bigger firms and got promoted and so on. But I think, and then we have a training program as well. So we also help companies who want to go to Japan but need some training on terms of Japanese language or culture or working project management style and so on. So that's one. Second question was, I'll just order
language.
AI enabled, sir. So what happens is, for example, earlier, traditionally, if something is to be developed, typically, it would be, you do a requirement gathering, then there's a high-level design, then there's a low-level design, coding, testing. So it will take, say, 6 months to do something. And then we'll give an estimate and so on. But now with the advent of AI, you can squeeze or compress some of these activities. म्हणजे आता पूर्वी आम्हाला रिक्वायरमेंट गॅदरिंगलाच इतका वेळ लागायचा किंवा लेगसी सो जपानमध्ये देर इज अ प्रोजेक्ट लेट्स से सोर्स कोड आहे पण देर इज नो डॉक्युमेंटेशन अँड यू वॉन्ट टू रिव्हर्स इंजिनियर दॅट प्रोजेक्ट खूप वेळ लागायचा कारण यू हॅव टू अंडरस्टँड द सोर्स कोड बट विथ दिस AI engines coming up you can now try to figure it out more quickly. So and the more quickly you do, these results in cost savings again or so you are not saying that overnight we are changing systems or make them AI, because they are also afraid. at a experiment level, things are okay, vibe coding, etc. But when you go to enterprise systems, railways have to be run on those, capital markets, banks run. Nobody wants untested code on a production. The tikde, they also don't want to do something radical, but this small, wherever they are trying to bring some changes in systems, and hence AI enabled or AI assisted development instead of complete revamping it using AI. Yeah.
Alignment for India's traffic system.
Sir, please throw some light on the nature of the acquisition, like how much stake you have exactly acquired and what is the value of the total shares?
So Japan, so this company is almost, we have taken around 83% of stake here. So there are two other enterprise or corporates who own the remaining 16-17%. They are their customers only. So for us, it helps us to retain that. But 83% is now owned by Fidel. So that gives us a majority this thing. So from an actual number terms, meaning I think the total cost of acquisition would come to around say 20 CR, 20-25 CR. We are we'll be here. Feel free to connect with Kikuchi-san. He'll be very happy. He likes to meet and greet people. Because of time, we have some dinner arranged. We'll be very happy to meet and connect. Thanks a lot for coming here today, making your time available for us. Really appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. So before we close out this session, I would request the Fidel management members and IM management members to come on stage. I request Prachi Madam, Sushrut Sir and Mandar Sir to come on stage. Sato-san and Nagata-san to please come on the stage for a group photograph. I request the dignitaries to please stay. We will have a group photo with the dignitaries as well as. Members on the stage, please remain. I request Anil Padwadan sir, Dr. Deepak Shikarpurkar sir, Dr. Sunil Desai sir and Dr. Girish Desai.